friends! So this week's video is one that I've seen a lot of YouTubers doing lately, and that is 50 facts about me. Kind of new, so it kind of helps you get to know me, I guess, a little bit. This is just kind of a get to know me kind of video without me having to awkwardly talk about myself. I get to do the 50 facts about me tag. This is scripted because there's no way I could be able to count how many facts I've told you or like any of that kind of stuff without having scripted it. So I wrote it all down on my laptop and I'm gonna read it out to you now. I'm 19 years old. I live in northwestern Ontario, which is like Canada, where all those stereotypes are true. Second year of university. I'm studying for my HBA in history and I'm minoring in art history. I just started taking art history this year and I'm really surprised to find that it is hands down my best subject. My worst subject is the ones that I have like no background in, and right now that is environmental issues. My favorite part of history is studying like world history and how things in one country have influenced the history of another country, and also the Greeks. I love classical history. I have two dogs, Cordelia and Butch. Cordelia is my best friend. Butch is everybody else's favorite. He's adopted. My favorite animal, I have a lot of favorite animals. I'm not a dog person or a cat person. I just love animals, but my favorite one is a reindeer because it's like a deer, but it's jolly. I love hiking, as any Canadian does. I cannot possibly pick a favorite season. I feel like every season I'm just so happy that it is this season. I'm just like, winter's coming, and then by February I'm like, okay, spring, come spring, and then by like June I'm like, when is it gonna be summer? And then by like September I'm like, I want my pumpkin spice lattes. My birthday is July 25th, 1996. I'm a lifeguard. Most of my friends I made in high school or earlier. I don't have very many friends that I made in university. A lot of my friends moved away after high school, but I don't really find it difficult to keep in touch with those kind of people. They're still my good friends. I have a lot of friends that I made while traveling, so they're kind of dispersed over the world, so it's really hard for like something to be going on in the world and not have anybody that I know be affected by it, which is kind of cool, but also kind of not so cool. I'm the youngest of 4 children. I have 2 older sisters and 1 older brother. Never had kids as a dog. Oh, I never had dogs as a kid, but I always wanted one. But my mom was afraid, so when I came home from a sleepover one day, she was like, we're getting a dog, because she started running and she wanted a running buddy. I didn't believe her. I thought she was lying to me. I love to travel, as one does, as most people do. Traveling, I guess, was something my parents kind of instilled in me. Experience is more valuable than material goods. My favorite place I've been is Greece. I love Greece, as of course it is. Like, surprise, surprise. The first trip I ever went on without like any family or any, I guess, like, what's that called? Like authority figure, was to New York City and last February, and I'm always missing it. My favorite movie is Serendipity. My favorite books are Alice in Wonderland, All Quiet on the Western Front, and probably, I'm going to put this in there, This Side of Paradise by S. Scott Fitzgerald. I really love World War I novels, but I also like the post-World War I authors like Hemingway and Fitzgerald, George Orwell. Really love him. Read Down and Out in Paris and London in the summer. Now I'm reading Animal Farm, which is kind of freaky. I'm constantly sitting there like, oh my god. But it's very well written. It's a really good book. I did a pottery class last spring and I made this. And I love the colors. This is my little ring bowl now. I love the colors that it is. Sometimes I wear glasses. This is like a weird one, but I've been on Twitter since 2009. So I'm 19, since I was 12 or 13 I've been on Twitter, which to me seems like too young, but I guess there's a lot of people on the internet now that's like 12 or 13. I have a band or like a fan account on Twitter. I don't really use it anymore, but it's still there because I don't want to lose all my follows. and some of the best friends I made were from that fan account or from like Tumblr. And like best friends, like not best internet friends, like best friends in my life are from that. And I've met some really incredible people, and it's like I've had really good experiences from that. The first YouTuber I watched, I think, was Jaden Whale, because I think there was like a popular video that went around when I was probably like 10 or 11. And then when I actually started watching YouTubers, it was Zoella. And I still watch Zoella, and I still love Zoella, but I remember she was like in her room, like sitting on her floor talking to her camera, which is me right now. My first YouTube video was how to get Luke Hemmings to follow you on Twitter. It had over 10,000 views. I deleted it. My favorite smell is jasmine, because I think it's just very calming, and whenever I drink like copious of jasmine tea, that's when you know I'm like having panic attacks, because it's like my one go-to thing to calm myself down. I don't know why. I probably should find some better things. I went on my first trip without any family. It was a school trip to China, and they serve jasmine tea like it's water at every restaurant. And I get anxiety when I'm like eating out, because I get anxiety about getting sick when I'm in like a stressful situation, because it makes you feel nauseous. And they would always serve jasmine tea, and that like calmed me down. So it's just something that's carried on from that, and that was when I was like 14. So. I met my boyfriend through work, but I only started talking to him when he got a puppy. He got a little golden retriever puppy, and I was like, I'm gonna come to your house every day. And I'm thinking about this, and that's so weird. I was like, I don't know you, but I'm coming over. And I didn't actually, but now I do. I have a minor daisy obsession. Last year for my birthday, my mom just got me a bunch of Marc Jacobs like daisy stuff. And I just really love daisies. They're my favorite flower. They're just so adorable, and I think they're just really simple and cute. The last fact is that you only see me with brown hair. This is kind of my natural hair color. My natural hair is kind of growing in, but I have dyed my hair every color you can imagine. Trust me, like 100%, but I had to stop because it was just ruining my hair. And I had like platinum blonde hair last year because that was really in, right? And I really loved it, but it was just like constantly dyeing my roots, and the ends of my hair were just dead. So now I've got brown hair. It's not so bad. Yeah. I just asked my boyfriend what a fact about me is, because I could not think of a 50th one, and he says, "You're beautiful." I'm not putting that in there. Him, you're an analytical person. Where does that come from? Where did you get that? What? You're an analytical person. I mean, I guess so. I'm kind of a bit of a nerd. But yeah, that's 50 facts about me. Hope you learned something about me. How about you comment below a fact about you, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more. I post videos every Sunday and Wednesday or midweek videos that are just a little more chatty. So if that's more your speed, check those out, and I'll see you in a couple days.